What is up, everyone? It is Christian Lopez, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a toolbox tour of my toolbox at work. In case work sees this, don't worry, I am clocked out, I'm all changed. But before I get started on this toolbox tour video, I just wanted to let my followers know that the next video I'll be uploading after this one is going to be my how to install your cams on your VQ35DE motors. So my engine build update is going to be coming out after this one, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into this. So starting off, we just have our basic pliers. Now most of the pliers that I do have are going to be Mac, just bought them in packs. So we got some Nipix cutters right here. All of these are Mac pliers. We have the Harbor Freight plastic push pin pliers. Now these things work great and are much cheaper than the other brands that you can pick up from Matco, Snap-on, stuff like that. These things were like, I think $6 compared to the other companies being, you know, at like 30, 40 bucks. As we move on, I have just a razor blade handle. Obviously pick this up at Harbor Freight as well for like 99 cents. Now right here in the center we have my most used connections for my gun that I have right here. I'll get into that in a moment. These are the most used ones. I have a snap-on socket on this, a snap-on 8mm, snap-on 10mm, 3/8 and a ½ inch adapter. As we go up, we have some razor blades, and then some more connections that I just use for that tool, Phillips, screwdriver, stuff like that. Then we have a magnet right here. Obviously, if I need to put something while I'm working, I can just throw it in there. And finally, up top, what I have is my Matco 8 through, I think, 24mm wrench set. Now this holder right here doesn't go through that, so I just have my 8 through 19. I don't usually use bigger than 19 when it comes to these ratchets. Now how I attached this was actually drilling through my box 2 holes and then riveting on this ratchet holder, and it holds up perfectly. These struts are definitely strong enough to be able to withhold those. Now let's go to the side of my toolbox. Starting off, I have my Matco oil filter wrench, my Pittsburgh door panel puller. I have 2 of my Matco pry bars, my Mac Tools magnetic grip so I can use to grab stuff that falls down, snap-on 1/2 inch drive breaker bar, have a flashlight, and then my little air gun that I use to clean up some stuff. And now on the other side, I just have some extra larger sockets that don't fit in my socket tray, along with one of my little snap-on Phillips screwdrivers because it'll fall through the hole. You have some more screwdrivers back here, some miscellaneous ones that are really kind of non-brand, not Snap-on, Matco, any of that stuff. On the side of my box, I have a full Matco screwdriver set. Well, actually, they're 2 different sets. I have the orange and the green, and I have some at home. Got my stubbies, some longer ones, short, just kind of a whole variety of that. Down here, I just have some miscellaneous parts. This is a little Harbor Freight side holder, keep some stuff in there. Down here, I just have some oil, bearing grease, my Milwaukee charger, an engraver, and then a little plastic cap. On this side, we have some of the fluids that I kind of regularly use. Brake cleaner, battery corrosive preventative, a little bit of like some good smelling fridge fresh stuff. Battery cleaner, a bag of zip ties. We have spray paint, actually I don't know why I have that there, and then some WD-40. Now let's kind of get to the main part of my toolbox itself, which is going to be kind of obviously the top of my box. Now starting off right here, we have a whole bunch of Torx Bits. I have Matco, Cornwell, and then some no name brands over here. This is kind of just off the top. If I need to grab them, they're there. I have another set in this box as well. I also have my Earthquake XT Harbor Freight 1/2 inch stubby gun, which I love. This is what I use every single day. Connected to that, we have a Harbor Freight 3-inch extension with a snap-on 21 and 19mm sockets. Also have one of those little Harbor Freight cheapy flashlights. That works just fine. Don't really ever use it, but if I need it, it's there. Now in the back we have, now I'm actually just gonna describe my socket trays real quick. I have a Matco socket tray, 2 Craftsman, 1 Mac, and then the rest of these are gonna be the Harbor Freight, these black ones right there. Now in the back right here we have a Matco from 10 to like 31 set. The other ones are right here and I have some more in the box. These are my 1/2-inch drive sockets. These are my deeps, those are my shallows. Moving over, then we have right here my Expert brand 3/8 drive swivel sockets. Now this set is a 8 through 19. Yeah, an 8 through 19 and 3/8 drive that we have. If I can get this back in, all the way right there. Then we have a just a Duralast spark plug puller. We have a 12mm and a 10mm 3/8 socket, but let's see if we can focus. It has a magnet. Both of these, this is a 10mm, this is a 12mm, both of them have magnets in them. So when you're working, obviously, in a spot where you don't want to be dropping the bolts, these things come in handy a lot. And then we also have an older style Matco swivel. Now coming down the line, we actually have my Matco standard set. These are the 3/8 drive standard sockets. I have deep, and then I also have a little shallow right there. Now I barely have any standard sockets just because I don't use them at my shop. So that's why I have my little, just a mini standard version in case I need it. I also have a Harbor Freight sockets 10 through 19 chromies just to have them. Then down here I have 3/8 drive Matco shallow, and then I have 3/8 drive deep 12-point sockets, as well as another, this is a newer version of the Matco Swivel. Right here I have the Harbor Freight set of the 1/4-inch sockets, and then right here we have actually standard swivel sockets that are made by Matco. And then these are some little bits that I use in my tool as well, not very often, but I do have them. Back here I also have more lug nut sockets, 19, 21, 19. Down here I have kind of the basic ratchets that I use. 1/2-inch Craftsman, snap-on, 3/8 breaker bar, 1/4-inch snap-on. These three are going to be Craftsman, and then I have my Pittsburgh. Now the Pittsburgh is the one I use most often. It works really well. I haven't had any problems with this thing at all. I mean, I have snap-on ones, but I have those at home. I just use this when I'm at work. Now right here we have my first drawer, which is just going to have some pliers in it. Right there we have my wallet, hex pieces right there, my toothbrush, not my toothbrush, it's just an extra one I keep here just in case, vice grips, and these are kind of all the things that I'll keep in my pocket. Not all of these at once, I have duplicates of a lot of it. Pocket screwdrivers, a Sharpie, pens, tire marker, a Streamlight flashlight, blue point, mirror, stuff like that that I just will keep in my pockets. I always keep extras because in case I take any home, I can just have them here at work already. Now right here I have a flex extension that I could use for my walkie. Now I haven't had the reason to use this yet, but I keep it in here, you never know. I have a self punch right there. These are kind of just all the extensions I have. Oh, and I forgot to actually say, these all right here are either swivel extensions or adapters from 3/8, 1/2-inch, 1/2-inch to 3/8, 1/4-inch, 1/2-inch, all that type of stuff. So right here, obviously we have my extensions. I have a little charger for my batteries, a can opener, don't exactly know why I have that, but I do. Battery terminal cleaner, brake caliper depressor right there. Right here is the larger, bigger drawer. I have my quick change fastener drive set from Mac Tools. Have these right there for my impact driver for my Milwaukee. Just some more pieces that I have from up there. Right here we have my Mac Tools drill bit set, some rivets, my Streamlight extra battery, my Streamlight flashlight right there. Then I also have my Milwaukee impact driver and my hammer drill right there. Alright, here we have one of the larger drawers which has my Mountain 8 through 19 flex head ratchets, have right there. These come in handy very well, I like these. And then basically we just kind of have an assortment of wrenches, pliers, wire cutters, strippers, stuff like that. Snap-on ring pliers, all of that. This is a side terminal for GM batteries. Then I have my Craftsman 3/8 bar, which you can kind of use for belts. And that's basically all for that drawer. And then the final drawer for my toolbox tour is going to be the bottom one. I have some beef jerky, apples. I have my Fluke meter right here. This is also another oil wrench that comes in handy if you get into certain areas where you can't get that oil filter using this. This comes in handy. I have a Matco hammer. These are my flag sheets. Now this is my Silver Eagle hex and Torx Bits set that I have right here in case none of the stuff I have up top works. There we go. Okay. I just have some various stuff right there. And then to top it off, I have my Snap-on 3/8 torque wrench. Right there. And that is basically it when it comes to my toolbox, stuff that I keep in it for daily use. Now that is basically the toolbox tour. Kind of everything I've gone through is all the tools that I use on a daily basis. There's obviously much more tools that I do use, but since I don't have a bigger box, I fit what I can into this one. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you can. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great day.